guys, today I'd like to show you my new nukePluginManager. It's kind of a plugin manager like in Maya. If you start having lots and lots of scripts for nuke, you probably don't need all of them for every nuke session. If you always import all your scripts, then launching nuke can take a significant longer time. This is where the plugin manager becomes pretty handy. You can decide which script you like to have included when nuke starts, and you can disable the ones you don't need at the moment. Now, the smart thing is that you can save several presets in which you can decide which specific scripts you like to enable and which ones to leave for the time being. Now, the cool thing about the nuke plugin manager is that you don't have to add the plugin paths manually anymore. You just put it into that Python scripts folder and it will get loaded automatically for you. Now, when it comes to organize all your scripts, you likely start to put all of them in one main scripts folder, and this is fundamentally for the nuke plugin manager. You have to tell it where it has to search for scripts. But first, let's install the plugin manager, and then let's see how to set it up correctly. So you just have to download the nuke plugin manager, and at the moment I have all my Python scripts in my nuke home directory and in that Python folder. So I just put that nuke plugin manager directly into that Python folder. And inside my init.py, I have to add it. So nuke.plugin add path python nuke plugin manager. Save it and close it. So and now inside that nuke plugin manager, I have to tell it where all of my scripts are. So open that one, and if we scroll down, here you find the scripts path, and at the moment it's already set up like it's in the nuke home directory and then the Python folder. Now if you have your Python scripts in another directory, just add the specific path here. So in the next line, the plugin manager will create a directory where it saves all the preferences. So at the moment it's in my nuke home directory and then plugin manager's prefs. If you want to have it somewhere else, you can just add another path, but let's just leave it like it is. And when the new plugin manager starts, you can manually decide which files and directories shouldn't be loaded. Now in the following, we will also see how to disable a Python script inside the nuke plugin manager. But keep in mind, you can also disable a Python script by just putting an underscore before that name. So the most important thing is to set up the script path correctly. So let's save it and close it. And now let's open nuke. So and if we now go to pane, you find this new entry nuke plugin manager. And here you can see all the scripts that are loaded when my nuke is starting. You can also see it here, like I have a bunch of entries which are loaded. So here at the bottom you have a button for selecting and deselecting all of them. And you can also open the preferences directory. Here are all specific settings for the plugin manager saved. And here you can directly jump to the Python folder. And if you hit this little button, load save. Now this is the pretty handy thing, you can save setups. So for example, let's just deselect all and let's just call it none and save the list. And let's select all and call it all and save the list. And now you can always toggle between them. So for my example, let's just deselect a couple and call it standard. Save the list. And for example, if you have specific scripts for keying and rotating, let's just load them. So let's just imagine these are all the scripts you pretty often need for keying and rotating. So let's call it keying, if I spell it correctly. So now you can always toggle between them. Now in order to make nuke only load this tick Python scripts, you just hit the update button and it asks you for restart the nuke. So let's just hit yes. And nuke's gonna be restarted. And here you can see that only the specific scripts are loaded. So and at the moment, because this align is not loaded, you can't find it here anywhere in the list. So now for demonstration, let's just deselect all and hit update, hit yes. And now you can see my scripts menu is gone and there's nothing loaded. So if I go back here, select all, hit update, you can see that all my scripts are back. So you can really decide which scripts you like to load and which ones not. So you can also get rid of a list. Just hit the delete list button. And for example, let's kill the all list. And now it's gone. So this becomes pretty handy because you can quickly decide which scripts you like to have when nuke starts and which ones you want to leave. And you can always save this as a preferences here. So if you like it, feel free to leave me a comment, and yeah, thank you. See you soon. The trophies in your grandpa's old basement, with a thicker coat of rust and dust. I guess there's nothing left to decide.